Hi everyone. Alright, today I'm going to do a smoky eye tutorial. I already prepped my skin, but here we go. So I'm using MAC Paint Pot and Painterly as my base primer. And I'm just taking any old brush will do. And you want to not use too much of this, just enough to cover your lid. If you put too much on, you're gonna almost do like the opposite effect that you want. So yeah, just from lash line to brow, and please don't touch my eyebrows. I'm like kind of trying to grow them out a little bit and fill them in spots so they're a little furry and crazy, but they'll look good soon enough. Yep, looking good, Chelsey. Looking good. Alright. Next, after you put primer on, you should cover your entire lid with a setting powder of some sort. It can even be an eyeshadow that's close to your skin tone. I'm just going to use this big brush, and then this is a Wet n Wild palette. Contour and highlighting palette in Dulce Leche, I believe. It was like so cheap, and I have really good pigmentation. So anyways, I'm covering the entire lid again with this. So then your shadows don't stick directly to your primer. They'll diffuse nicely and blend out too. So I'm going to use the Naked Smokey palette. And this is a fluffy brush from Crown, and I'm using the second color in the palette, which is called Combust. So, and now I'm going to go into my crease and using back and forth strokes and also kind of like swirling strokes. I'm going back and forth in windshield wiper motions. This is just going to start giving it a little bit of definition without, you don't want to go in ham with dark colors right away. Let's put it that way. You want to do one just a little deeper than your skin tone. And as you can see, it's just giving me a teeny bit of color and depth to give me almost like a guideline as well for... Next, this is called Password. It's like a deep matte gray, and this is just a smaller blending brush from Crown. And I'm going into the crease and working that into the outer corner as well. This part does take quite some time. Again, windshield wiper motions. And then back into that outer V onto my lid on the bottom outside corner. This is the go-to way to do a smoky eye look. I keep on dipping my brush back into more gray of the Password and then going back in. So it just takes time. You have to, if you're going to do smoky eye right, you do have to do several layers of shadow and lots of blending. I love the saying that one of my favorite YouTubers is Jaclyn Hill, and she says, blend until your fingers bleed, and that is such a true statement. And now this is the bigger fluffy blending brush. I'm just going over with no extra product on it, just how it was when I stopped using it, and softening out those upper parts of my lid so that the gray diffuses nicely into the lighter color Combust. Okay, next I'm going in with Armor. I'm going in with Armor, and I decided to make a halo smoky eye. So pretty much what that means is I am going on my inner corner with this, skipping my center part of my lid. See how I skipped over right there? And then I'm on my outer part of my lid and really packing that color on. And I'm just going back in on the inner corner. This brush is actually from a Naked palette. I'm not sure if it's exactly the smoky, but one side has like more of a blendy, fluffy brush, and then this side is a flat, dense brush. These are the types of brushes that you use on your lid with shimmer colors or when you're just trying to pack. You never want to blend with one of these brushes. It doesn't work right. I just wanted to get the pigment right, so I added that. Okay, this is Disco from Dose of Colors. These are awesome. I'm obsessed with these. I only have 2. So the top part of it has primer in it. So I'm putting that on with just my finger because that'll be just fine. And then on the bottom is the loose pigment, and this one's like a really bright, pretty silver. So that's what's going on my center part of my lid. And it gives you a halo effect. I can't talk. If you know what I'm saying. You could use your finger for this whole look if you don't want to get glitter on your brush, but I have several of these little brushes right here, so I don't mind. Now I'm going back in. This is with the smaller blending brush, just to add a teensy bit more of that gray Password back and forth, just so that like it softens again that silver we just put down. It just gives it more of, again, diffused look. And then I'm going one more time over. I don't believe there's anything on this brush again with a bigger fluffy brush. I just liked, the more you do this, I'm telling you, the better it's gonna be. This is my favorite eyeliner of all time. It's a MAC Kohl pencil in Smolder. I always put in my waterline, and it's these Kohl pencils that they have them in different colors, but they're great for blending and smudging. They like don't set really, they stay, but they don't, you can blend them. So in a minute I'm going to take a brush, a smaller brush, and blend it out. I'm going on my upper waterline too, which is very awkward and hard, but so see, here is my tiny little pencil brush. I'm going to go in with Black Market, which is the black right there. Just a tidge. This is like a satiny black. It's not a full matte. And I'm going right on the line where I just placed the smolder. So it just kind of smokes it out a little bit more. And then this is how I used to leave my smoky eyes. I have found if you want to really make a smoky eye count, you gotta also use another color below that black. It just makes it, again, not look like it's unfinished. So I'm going back in with this little guy. One I used on the top with the Password, and I'm going to use Password again. The gray. I think, oh, yep, look at that. I show it. Wow, Chelsey. Yeah, so I use that gray, and I put that in, like, sort of slowly, a little bit lower on my eye bag down there. I guess I like to call it my eye bag. And then I kind of just slightly am buffing up into that V, just so that the black and the gray look good together. Cool. Next, I'm going to go in with Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. And this is going to be like my inner corner highlight. Just give it a little bit more brightness in the inner corner, which is always a great idea to do with a smoky eye. Okay, I'm blending out again just a little bit because, you know, you never can have enough of that. Next, I'm going to use Tarteist's Tarte Liner, the liquid side. There's also a gel pencil on the other side, which is cool. This eyeliner is really good. I'm not making a wing today. I'm just doing the my lash line, just so when I put lashes on, it's easier to hide them. It's really a pigmented liner. I love it. And then just doing the other side. These are my favorite, these felt tip types of liners. It doesn't have to be Tarte. It can be a drugstore one. I like Revlon and L'Oreal's as well. So they're just the best for control, besides like a gel that you use with a brush. These are nice too. The liquid black liner that you like, that has like a long flimsy brush in it, those are very difficult. I hardly ever use those unless I'm like camouflaging a little bit of a line if there's like a squiggly up there. Okay, now I'm using Tarte's Tarteist Mascara. This mascara is actually a really good mascara. I use it when I don't wear eyelashes. So yeah, I mean, I guess I could have skipped this step, but and when I'm using eyelashes, a lot of times I will use a cheaper mascara because I'm just putting on a layer so that like my lashes blend in with the fake ones. I had an itch on my face, I think, and that's what I'm doing right there. If you ever have an itch on your face and you just did your makeup, just take a brush and and then I just was like, oh, why don't I just go all the way all over? I can do a individual how to put on a false eyelash tutorial. It would be better than this. This isn't as in depth. I use this Duo Glue. It's my fave. House of Lashes glue is also pretty good, but it can be hard on your lashes. My cat moved in the background. These are Queen Bee lashes from Coco Lashes. Oh yeah, and then I decided I needed a little more inner corner highlight. So this is Makeup Geek's eyeshadow, one of the duochromes. I don't remember which one it is. And then I'm going to do a little contouring with this brush. Any brush will do. Again, like I find that these really dense ones like this are better than like a fluffy one. They stay the one area you want it to, and then I just don't add any more pigment or product, and I buff it out. And I kind of go back and forth. Like I like do a little on that side, do a little on the other side, and look in the mirror and make sure I look even. You know? This does wonders for me. I feel like I look like I'm 5 to 10 pounds thinner when I contour my face. This is an Ofra Cosmetics highlight. It's called Beverly Hills. I swirl my brush in all of the colors, and then I start at my top of my cheekbone and work my way back and go up the side of my face. I'm a huge highlighter fan. I do tend to have combination skin, but I can't get over how good this looks on everyone. Unless you have severely oily skin, there's never too much highlighter in my opinion. I just do a little bit in the center of my face. And then this is a really cheap drugstore blush by Milani called Luminoso. It is so pretty on literally everybody. Synthetic blush brush from Crown. This one's angled. It does not have to be angled to be a blush brush, but those are the ones I prefer. They just help you follow in the direction that suits your face best. Okay, and then I think, yep, I'm just gonna clean up my under eye. I always just do this at the end for fallout. If there's any little sparkles or little black pieces of powder, I just kind of clean that up really quick. And we're gonna do lips. So this is Milani as well, and I believe this lip liner is in natural or neutral, and it's so pretty. Again, on everybody, it like just matches everybody's tone pretty well, and it's super nude. You can wear this by itself. I love it. And they're only a couple bucks at CVS, which is another plus. They're not like they're really smooth when you put them on. That, you know, like some lip liners I'm not a fan of because they're like so hard. You have to like shove it aggressively into your lips. These just roll on like butter. So yeah, I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to apply a liquid lipstick from one of my favorite liquid lipstick brands, which is Kat Von D, and this is Bow and Arrow. It's just a pretty nude-y color. Just a light layer like that. And we are finished. Oh, and then we're going to also do setting powder. This is MAC's Fix Plus. It smells so good, and it just really, it enhances your makeup more than sets it, like for the day. It's not as good as like Urban Decay All Nighter. That one is more of like an all night leave it on thing. But anyways, that is the